Don't wonder, just ask us.
I'm Lauren Sarafan.
I'm Angelo Eros.
I'm an only child, and I love me a good sleepover. And I'd hand Angelo over for a sleepover, just us girls. TV, I made him sea bass. That was phenomenal, but don't take it from me. What do you think, Angelo?
I thought it was great because we survived, you can have that sleepover with that friend, but I think we had a discussion. It was a deep one. It was Angelo and Lauren deep in bed,
yes,
laying there with her Bezoar dog, and a friend actually, and I said, "Did you survive the first fart of your relationship?" And that's usually a 6-month thing, right?
Yeah.
And she did. Right. When you're able to fart in front of your boyfriend, that means
right,
you're going to probably survive. So.
Right.
We were like, all right, laying in bed and in a sleepover, we survived the first farts of our relationship.
Exactly.
It was awesome. We
Right.
watched really bad reality TV shows.
We loved it. We critiqued it all.
Yeah, and she did cook me sea bass, which was amazing.
On a bed of spinach.
Yeah, she did. She Iron Chefed something in her house, and I did not know
The
that
dog next door.
that this was there. Yeah,
Put some teriyaki on it. It's all good.
Yeah, I was very impressed, I have to say.
So
And
it was super, super fun. He brings vitamin waters and turnovers and yummy food, and you got to try this mustard and you got to try this. So we kind of introduce each other to a few yummy things, and it's always super fun.
It was awesome.
Fun.
But now we're here for you. So
yes,
we're in your sleepover right now,
yes,
taking up your time. So
exactly.
Let's rock and roll. And let's
we're going to
get
French
question.
braid your hair.
Dear Angelo and Lauren, help! I'm torn between an old love and a new one, and it's complicated and morally dubious. For 2.5 years, I've been working hard with someone to get to the point of having a relationship. We've had to grow up together, and I promised her that if she faces her fears and contacts me again, I'll be there to catch her. Right now, we're not even talking due to fears. I think we could make an ideal relationship if we go over this beginning part, and I'm waiting for her to take action, but she's scared. Meanwhile, someone else has shown up that I've fallen for, though I tend and have tried to avoid it. But the story gets more complicated. She's married, and she has an authority position over me for the next 3 to 5 years. I don't want to play around with her and screw it up, but we're slowly growing towards finding out if we could actually be together. Right now I'm with neither, and perhaps neither option will work out, but it's causing me a lot of grief. What to do?
Okay, first, when the question is that long, there's a loss of focus. I think the problem is you, dear, and I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice with the sledgehammer. I'm going to say you're a bully. You're like, well, you need to be this to be with me. It's very complicated. You're married. Again, I don't believe in poaching and stealing other people from other people. It doesn't sound like any of this is clean. Oh, and by the way, hat on, she's going to be your boss for 3 to 5 years. What? Then we have the person that's like, you know what, we've grown up together. It just seems like it's been, if you've grown up together and you've learned and nurtured each other, you'd be talking. Both of these are no. And you can't square peg round hole. This all feels like you are trying to just, puppet string the whole thing. And 2 words, not sexy. You need to pull away from all this and let something happen organically, because you're a little diabolical. You're a little like, what will we do? And how will you fit into my plan? It sounds a little nuts. So this is the longest question we've ever had. So I'm saying neither. But because I don't know if you know what you're looking for. I think you see someone and you're like, oh, you're very attractive. I don't like this, or this about you, and that doesn't gel with me. So I'm going to tell you what's wrong with you and wait for it, and then maybe it'll work out. It's grow up time. No, it's got to be easier. It's got to be easier.
Yeah, I think you have to actually change your relationship with yourself and stop weighing the scales in your life of what you want for you. Well, and just a psychic, money shot on this whole thing, because I'm just going to bring it there. Yeah, because no. You got no's on everything. I want to say, and the one that's your authority figure, that's a nightmare and a mess that you don't even want to touch, so don't do it. And I don't even think the divorce is going to happen, 1. 2, she's only curious. And then the one you've known for a long time, I don't know her name to really tap in and give you something accurate about that, but I think that that's more of a friendship type of thing. Like it's, You're more like, on the same softball team, like that. Like you're not, like you're second base, I'm third base. Like you're more of a mechanical. So I don't try to find love when you're looking
in all the wrong places.
Yeah, okay, and bad karaoke. Bad karaoke.
Bad karaoke.
Bad half Jew. Okay, I think what the funny thing is a new girl's coming. There's someone new, and she's it's kind of you're gonna notice
Stop
her.
being a control freak. Let
Yeah,
something happen. Let something like.
Her names will start. It's like with a K, like a K or a K. It's like it's a different language, and she's a smoker. And I don't know if you're gonna like that or not like that, but I could just see you meeting someone who's
You
a
hate
smoker.
her already?
I know. I'm just saying. I only got to go with what flashcards are given to me here. But you need to. I'd say, why don't we cap all of those three and done? Put one as a friend. The other one is your job. And the other one, you may want to be new. It's like you want to fall in love, so stop wanting to.
You know what I'm
because
going
you're
to say?
not
You know what I'm going to say? No fixer-uppers.
Yeah, because there's
gives you a
and here's
boost.
another thing. There's no turnkey relationship.
Yeah, no.
There's no turnkey relationship.
You know how much work this takes?
Yeah, I mean, we had to survive our first fart in a relationship. I mean, that's a lot of work. So I think you need to put a lot of work into yourself right now and just not worry about where you're going to be in love and who your partner is. Why don't you weigh the scales of where your self-esteem is first?
Yeah, that's
because then someone's naturally attracted to you, and it's the way that the law of attraction works, and the way the laws of the universe work.
Because
really.
before you have a relationship, the worst lines ever is like, "We need to talk." So not into it, and you seem like you have a lot of that a little bit, like. Well, let's talk about what's going on with you, and what are you really feeling? What's going on? I don't like this. I don't like that. It's like, oh no, let's get to the humping.
Yeah, I say someone new's coming. Someone new's coming.
Yeah.
Just give it up on all these because none of them are going to work.
Anything you think you want, I don't think you want it because then you've described it. Let something kind of happen.
Yeah, and and I see a redhead, so no, and it's not matching. So it's not matching the three people that were described. So if I was to do this, I would definitely pass on all three.
Yeah.
So that's your psychic prescription. Build your self-esteem. Get yourself happier. Get yourself into a
better place.
a better place in your body physically too, because that will help. You need to do that. You need to tone your body up too, I feel. So it's kind of like get there first, and then you're going to attract the right person to you.
And when you feel really good about yourself, it's funny, that's not when you nitpick others. When you feel great, you kind of don't care about others' flaws because you're like, I'm fucking feeling great. And then you decide what comes and goes. You don't focus so much on something outside of yourself.
That's when you bang into that person on the subway and say, hi, wow.
And it's fantastic.
And it works. So I'm Angelo Eros.
I'm Lauren Sarafan. And sometimes it's tough love.
It is. It's tough love with a sledgehammer, psychically.
So